Well, a very happy Thanksgiving again across Southwest Louisiana. And as we talked about before, it certainly feels like the end of November outside with temperatures into the upper 50s to low 60s. And those are at the warmest locations out and about. The warmest is if you're at the immediate coast in Cameron at 63. The rest of us, we are cooler than that, including 56 down in DeRidder, one of the cooler spots on the map, to 60 at the Lake Charles Regional Airport with some clouds around. And we still have some breezy northeasterly winds out around 14 miles per hour, sustained with higher gusts. So it makes it feel cooler outside. Now, technically, you need the temperature to dip down below 50 degrees to register a wind chill. Still, though, with the clouds, the breeze, it definitely is a cooler end to our Thanksgiving so far this afternoon. A look out and about shows plenty of that cloud cover across Southwest Louisiana and the region. You see a few kind of specks of that green coloration in northern parts of the state. I think that's mostly upper level moisture that the satellite radar is picking up here rather than actual rain, though maybe an isolated sprinkler or two is within that. But even still, that's north of our area, and we're really not expecting much in the way of rain, if any at all, this evening. Instead, cool, breezy weather is going to continue. Wind gusts right now still near 20 miles an hour in some locations, and we'll continue on with this stiff northerly breeze throughout the overnight hours. And tomorrow afternoon, we'll have wind gusts still again between 20 and 30 miles per hour. So it's going to be another breezy evening, another breezy day tomorrow. And for the rest of our Thanksgiving, yeah, it's still going to remain cool as well, with temperatures dropping into the 50s throughout the evening hours. Maybe a bit better to spend time indoors, watching football, eating pumpkin pie, or whatever you still have left on the table, because these temperatures will continue to fall from there. So then we end up overnight, even with some cloud cover around, I think temperatures still should be able to fall into the low to mid 40s away from the coastline tomorrow. Now, the cloud cover that we had around today, that eventually scoots off to the east tomorrow. We have more sunshine. Despite that, though, look at these temperatures. I think most locations stay into the 50s or maybe low 60s if you're closer to I-10 tomorrow, because we'll still have that northerly breeze out in place, and that's only going to usher in more cooler weather. In fact, things turn just downright cold by Saturday morning as we wake up. If you are up around 7 a.m. on Saturday morning, I think temperatures have a good shot of becoming near the freezing mark in Vernon, Beauregard, Allen parishes, which is going to mean we'll have a good chance to see frost in those locations, maybe even as far south as rural locations near the I-10 freeway. So now it's going to be a good time to start thinking about what protections you may want on your most vulnerable plants. Maybe kind of think again about which plants you may want to bring indoors. But there's that front with cooler, drier air remaining in place, and that's not going to change all throughout the weekend. Now, after Monday, we may start to warm things up a little bit by later on next week. We'll introduce some rain chances again by then, but until we get to that point, we still have some lot of cool weather as we head into the upcoming rest of our Thanksgiving and Black Friday, Haley.
All right, thanks, Max.